ഹിന്ദു ക്ഷേത്രങ്ങളുടെ വരുമാനം ലക്ഷ്യമിട്ട് അവ ഏറ്റെടുക്കാൻ കമ്മ്യൂണിസ്റ്റ് സർക്കാരുകൾ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നുവെന്ന് ജസ്റ്റിസ് ഇന്ദു മൽഹോത്രയുടെ വ്യക്തിപരമായ അഭിപ്രായമാണെന്ന് മുൻ ചീഫ് ജസ്റ്റിസ് യു ലളിത്. പത്മനാഭസ്വാമി ക്ഷേത്ര ഭരണത്തിൽ തിരുവിതാംകൂർ രാജകുടുംബത്തിന്റെ അവകാശം അംഗീകരിച്ച് നിയമം പരിഗണിച്ചാണെന്ന് കേസിൽ വിധി എഴുതിയ ജസ്റ്റിസ് യു ലളിത് വ്യക്തമാക്കി.
മുൻ ചീഫ് ജസ്റ്റിസ് യു ലളിത് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ശരിയാണ്. സർ, ഹൗ സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈഡ് ആർ യു in your judicial career?
Completely satisfied. I had the judicial career of about 8 years and 3 months, out of which last 74 days were as Chief Justice of the court. A completely satisfying journey, satisfying career. I'm absolutely happy about it.
So there are a lot of criticism about collegium system. Do you think that there must be a total revamp of the collegium system?
See, whether there should be review or not is for the right quarters to consider, whether the matter requires any different kind of ideas to be employed. But as of now, the 5 judges combination, 5 judges decision in NJSC is the law of the land.
So in Kerala High Court, the collegium is not sitting for the last 1 year, and there are lot of vacancies also there. Are you aware about these things?
Strictly speaking, I'm not so aware of Kerala scenario because it hasn't come to our notice.
Sir, you have pronounced the Padmanabhaswamy temple judgment, and there was some your companion judge, after retiring, she went to Kerala and said that communist governments are taking the revenues of the temples. So the Supreme Court through this judgment has curtailed that. What's your opinion about that?
It's not, that may be her view, but what we decided is purely what the matter came before us on the peculiar facts and law which was before us. The situation was whether the royal family from the original royal family or the then royal family from Travancore, do they have any association in law with the management of Padmanabhaswamy temple? So it is only through that particular part that we saw that number one, first of all, the local law, which is the Travancore Cochin, I think Hindu Endowments Act or something, correct? There is a chapter, I don't recollect exactly, but there is a chapter which deals with Padmanabhaswamy temple and the management of that temple. So after considering everything, including the legal provisions, that is when we ruled that the manager of the temple has to be somebody from the royal family, the then royal family of the Travancore Cochin.
One more case you have adjudicated was about that Saumya murder case, in which Kadju was been summoned to the court. Justice Kadju was been summoned to the court.
The matter came before perhaps bench of Justice Gogoi, Justice Pant and me. So this is how the matter came up. On that score, whether the man should be given the death sentence or not. So what we decided was that we gave him life sentence on one count, and on whether he had committed murder or not. That was the basic issue. Whether she was pushed out of that bogie or whether she jumped on her own. So therefore these were the two things. If she had been pushed out of the bogie, then perhaps I think there is culpability which lies with the man in question. If she had jumped on her own, then the culpability would be of a different order. What happened is that the evidence which was there on record in the form of 2 depositions from 2 witnesses, and they testified that they saw the girl jumping out. So on that basis, we came to a conclusion that if the girl had jumped out, the injuries on her forehead also suggested, because on the forehead, the injury which was she had, the injury which can be connected with that her forehead had brushed or banged against the rail. Okay. Because the railway tracks are such that there are always, railway tracks adjacent to the one where the train is moving about. So that also suggested that she had jumped out of the train. And considering everything, what we then said is that perhaps I think the charge of murder comes under a question mark, and therefore death sentence was not the proper remedy.
Thanks a lot for talking to Mathrubhumi.
Thank you so much.
Cameraman Mukesh Nopam, B. Balagopal, Mathrubhumi News, Delhi.
മാതൃഭൂമി ന്യൂസിന് അനുവദിച്ച പ്രത്യേക അഭിമുഖത്തിലാണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഈ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞത്.